This is the Sports Wallet Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you have been making some money the first couple weeks. It's been an eventful couple weeks, but before we get into all that action, let me start off with our introductions. Me, I am Turtleneck Bets. Across from me is Triple P, Pied Pocket Picks, and the one and only namesake of the show, Sports Wallet to my right. So let's get right into it. The last episode we had, Homer Simpson episode. A lot of things have changed since that episode. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the state of New York football.
So obviously, I'm gonna start off with the Giants. First game of the year, play the Cowboys. You know, we got the over and the wins. You know, it's 40-0. Worst game ever you could have went to in your whole life. Never gonna find a worse game than that.
And you getting rained on too.
Yeah, it was bad. But Dallas has showed themselves to be a decent team, to be a good team. So hopefully that's a blip in the radar. Week 2 started the same way, down 20-0, halftime. Seen a big performance from Daniel Jones. You know, I don't know what happened at halftime. Coach Dable gave him a speech, but the on switch turned on. And you seen when the line could block, we look like a dangerous team. You know, we got a couple young weapons. Jalen Hyatt finally made an appearance. You know, looked like he changed that offense and made us look like we were pretty dynamic in that second half. Still feel comfortable about the 7.5 wins, over 7.5 wins. I feel like if we could get to 2-2 after these next 2 games, we play San Fran and the Seahawks, we'll be in good shape.
So I've realized, obviously, you know, I try to be pretty respectful on the show. It's the namesake show, so I like to let him say his piece. But
big blue. You know,
a lot of my suspicions have been confirmed, and I realize I need to protect the people more and push back on some of his asinine Giants picks. You know, sometimes we have a lot different energy off camera because, you know, it's less corporate. It's more, you know, free spirited. But you know, everything I kind of said, I think is being confirmed. The Giants played a whole bunch of bums last year and got fat on it. And good luck going 2-2. You're gonna play. I think you play what? You play the Niners,
the Seahawks.
Seahawks. You got to get, because then you got at the Bills and at the Dolphins.
Yeah, Bills aren't as good as what they showed up.
That smells like 1-5 to me.
Yeah,
so maybe 2-4.
Yeah, Bills aren't as good as what they were advertised to be before the season.
We lost to the Jets with Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they're not as good as advertised.
And as far as the Cardinals game go, someone called to the Cardinals at halftime and said, "What are you doing? We're trying to tank. Why are you winning?" And then the Giants came back and won the second.
A conspiracy theory. Very nice. Very nice. So, all right. Well, let's go to the green side, man. I know, because we're going to talk more about Big Blue before the end of the show.
It started in the offseason on the dark side.
Yeah.
I mean, retreat, all type of crazy nonsense. Get my boy Rodgers finally, you know, he
came out looking like an American gladiator with the flag on.
I ain't gonna lie. I was at the Giant game, and the Jets game looked at more rocking than our game was.
I was there too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When he came out with the flag and all that, it looked
and they had the bracelets on.
Yeah,
so
it looked crazy.
It made the stadium just look more lively when everybody has those bracelets on and the lights are flashing.
I was feeling good as a Jet fan.
As a Jets fan, that's probably the most hype you've been. That's probably the most hype you've been for an opener in
a minute. And it was 9/11 too. It was
9/11. He came out with the flag. Everybody had those bracelets on, so the whole stadium was lit up in different colors.
Right, it's the most Jets thing in the world for me.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking after that 40-9 loss that the Giants took, I was like, what could be worse? You see Aaron Rodgers, the Jets beat the Jets.
Yeah.
And in 4 plays, he's gone, out for the season. The whole stadium's air felt like it changed. It just sucked it out the stadium. They were able to pull off the win that night, which was a big win against the Bills. You know, that defense, I think, is real highly rated. To me, is one of the top 3 defenses in the NFL. I think that's going to keep him sustainable while Zach Wilson get his feet wet. I don't think Zach Wilson's pretty good, but I just need him to be Trent Dilfer right now. You know, just don't turn the ball over and run the ball.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Hand off to Brees
That's
Hall.
very optimistic.
Hand off.
I mean, as a fan of a fellow cursed franchise, And obviously, people around me are Jets fans. So like that, I don't know, man. That's there's not much you could say about that. You know what I mean?
That was ugly.
And actually, my brother-in-law, he has a little thing going that anytime he gets a jersey, they get her or their whatever.
Aaron Rodgers.
He got the black Aaron Rodgers jersey, bro.
The Drake curse.
And he went to the game.
They got the Drake curse.
I'm like, that's you, bro.
Now listen, I did say you think the Jets are gonna have a curse of the Hard Knocks. I did say that last episode. That Hard Knocks, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It went down fast. The jet lagged. The jet crashed.
The jet crashed. Jet lagged. The jet crashed.
As far as Zach Wilson goes, bro, I just think he stinks. And like Robert Saleh, bro, like I feel like he just looks like Zach Wilson as his anchor. That's gonna probably get him fired, to be honest.
I'm not dead on the Jets though just yet. I think that defense is really good.
The defense is really good.
My biggest problem with that is let Sauce play against the best player on the other team.
Like you said, Zach Wilson just can't be atrocious.
They got him playing his zone, and he's staying on one side of the field. He's shutting that whole side down. But CeeDee Lamb had 11 catches, bro, last week. None of them was against
Sauce Gardner.
Garrett Wilson's a beast.
Sauce Gardner was targeted one time.
Yeah, you see,
and it was almost a pick six.
He went to Dak after the game.
That was my lock last week. I love Dallas.
He went to Dak after the game. He's like, bro, why you don't throw to me all game?
Bro, not even that. CeeDee Lamb said, you got to learn how to catch after the game. Him and Micah Parsons, they switching jerseys, and they both telling him, how they telling him you need to learn how to catch?
Damn.
I'm pulling for the Jets too, but I just think Zach Wilson just might be really bad.
Yeah, Zach Wilson is really bad.
Defense, hold it down. Show that ball to
Zach Wilson is really bad. He makes really bad decisions.
This week's the game they need to get. New England at home.
Yeah.
I think they got a chance.
It's a get-right game. They need to get that. If not, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. There's a lot going on in football besides the Giants and the Jets. Week two was eventful. Like I said, I did like that Dallas pick against the Jets last week. What you guys think of week two?
Well, let me start off with something big for bettors, obviously, and how you feel. I've talked to a lot of people. They got a lot of different feelings. But last week in San Fran versus the Rams game, the spread right before tip-off was 7.5. The Rams ended up covering the spread. They lost by 7, but it was on a controversial last-second field goal that a lot of people were looking at Sean McVay like, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck did you do that? What the fuck is going on? Is this a nightmare? Am I bugging out? What's going on? Me personally, I've never seen a team try that hard to kick a field goal, I would say. Because they ended up spiking the ball with 3 seconds. Then once there's 3 seconds, there's no shot at you getting an onside kick. Nothing. So what are you kicking this field goal for?
You take a shot to the end zone for the hell of it.
And then after the game or 2 days later, whenever he gave his explanation, he's saying he don't know what the spread is. He's saying I cost a lot of people money in Las Vegas, but I don't know what the spread is. I was born yesterday. All these fucking football players know what the fucking spread is.
The only thing I could think,
that's bullshit. You don't tell me you don't know what the spread is, and you think that's not bullshit? Fucking teams use it as a rallying cry. Yo, we underdog by 10. They're gonna fucking smoke us. Yeah. They nobody believing in us.
True.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, you're the fucking head coach of the whole team, but you don't fucking know.
The only thing I could think is that you say later on you play him again. We lost by 7 the first time. We didn't lose by double digits.
Well, there's actually a technicality too. If you want to get technical, he'll take it that way. There's a point differential tiebreaker. Which is like the 5th tiebreaker of all tiebreakers.
That's just probably it's never come up in the history of the NFL, probably.
That's definitely not it.
Why the fuck did you do it, Sean McVay? People want to know.
No, how deep in your bag you got to be. How much of a gambler you got to be to know that that's a tiebreaker.
The craziest thing is,
I would never fucking know that.
Yeah, it's a fucking tiebreaker.
I wonder
it's a fucking tie. I'm thinking, what kind of explanation can this guy give me that's going to make a little bit of sense? And I'm like, people start getting technical. Yeah, they start saying bullshit. When he was talking, he was saying bullshit. If you listen to him the whole time, he was talking bullshit.
I wonder if there's ever been a different game where the time expired as the kick was going, but for the losing team. You know what I mean? Like the game-winning field goal for the winning team, the game ends, obviously.
He said he didn't want to get Matt Stafford hurt by risking it and throwing it into the end zone the last play. Meaningless play. So why the fuck did you spike it, Sean?
Yeah.
Well, he had 2 days. To
Or
think
Neil.
about
What the fuck? Yeah, let
He had
the
a couple
time
days to
run
think
out.
about his
You gotta let the
explanation.
time run out. He didn't have to spike.
Yeah,
Who spikes the
yeah.
ball with 3 seconds to kick a field goal? You dying to kick lose by 10.
It was definitely strange.
You know what I mean? Don't have another play if you're scared of people getting hit. No way you can win.
It was strange for sure.
Yeah, that was a
A
bad
lot of
bet.
conspiracy
And
theories.
spiking the ball.
Start saying the NFL is rigged and all that bullshit.
Spiking the ball is real nutty.
You know it's wild when they just throw it in your. They basically telling you that it is. You saw those commercials now, right?
Bro.
Where it says it's scripted. You see everybody.
Yeah, oh yeah, that you had the script.
Yeah,
You had the script beforehand.
Hey, we covered,
Key and
right?
Peele.
Yeah,
Yeah, we lost, but we
Yeah.
covered, right?
Some of these scripts are crazy though. Some of these scripts are crazy. This week 2, the fucking Giants was probably plus 1,200 at the half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That must pay
1,200
that
at
big
the
time.
fucking half.
Not to mention the running back carnage that's gone on. Holy hell!
Yeah.
I never seen so many guys get hurt.
I feel bad for him. Nobody wants
Yeah,
to
Nick
pay
Chubb.
him. Nobody wants to pay him, and they the most hurt players in the fucking league.
Yeah, running
So-
backs in general. You're saying.
so they
yeah.
look like
And
they
that's why,
taking a
though, too.
beating.
and they have the
That's
shortest lifespan.
How you taking a beating? That means you should make the most money for the 3-4 years that you're gonna be all right.
That's why nobody wants to pay them though.
Yeah.
And then they got them in a chokehold with these 5-year rookie contracts. That's really 6 years when they franchise tag your ass.
Mhm.
But after 6 years, running backs ain't got nothing
Nah,
left.
you beat. Yeah, look at Leonard Fournette.
How can you get paid? Not even Saquon could get paid.
I will
That's how
tell
you
you-
lie.
I'll tell you
Hunt
one
just
thing.
got signed a couple days ago.
I will tell you
Because
one
Chubb
thing.
got hurt.
NFL, the owners are the best businessmen out of all the sports.
Yeah, they put them
They
together.
really getting over
They
the
put
most.
together.
Oh, from the bread they make versus what they give. Absolutely.
What they give and
Running
how these
back,
players
like
are
the
getting
last-
paid.
I'm a-
NBA got their fair
I'm a
share,
young
bro.
kid,
NBA
bro.
guys are getting paid.
I'm a parent.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
telling them, yo, go
Baseball.
play wide
Oh,
receiver.
yeah, absolutely.
Go play wide receiver.
They-
Go play
Yeah.
cornerback. Go and play something else. Don't play running back.
Don't play football.
And the NBA CBA, the revenue is part of their percentage, right? Like part of the income and all that kind of thing.
yeah.
I don't think the NFL players have that.
Nah. No. And like I said, the lifespan of
There was
a
a
career
lot-
span
It's
of
guaranteed.
rinse and repeat. I'm going to use you and beat you into the ground for
Yep.
4
Yeah,
years.
and then
I'm
I'ma
going to draft
dump
your backup that I'm going to pay $700 grand,
Yeah,
and
I'ma
I'm going
dump
to kick you
you.
to the curb.
and that's what they've been doing. And they're getting
rinse and
over.
repeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are
Billions
getting
of dollars these franchises are worth.
Only a
And
couple
these guys
positions
are
really
getting-
get paid: defensive ends, tackles, quarterbacks.
I believe it.
Obviously.
Danny Jones is getting $40 million.
Yeah. And
And Saquon
had
can't
to-
get a
had
contract.
to grovel.
He probably got the $40
To get an
million
extra
because of
$9 grand.
Saquon.
Yeah.
He did. There's no other scenario where Daniel Jones would have got that money.
Nope.
Dable and Saquon got him that
I
contract.
really hate the way you say that.
Whatever, man.
He's a giant hater too.
I just hate the way you say his name.
Hey,
It's
listen,
not-
this
it's
is
not
PG.
good.
This isn't the Giant hate is kept to a very low level here.
It
could be a lot
seeps
worse
out of your skin.
because it's,
Even the way you say Dable.
Yeah.
you know what it is.
Like,
I feel
you
like the
say it in a
viewers probably,
condescending way.
the viewers probably hear some of these and they're like, "What is this guy on?" You know what I
Ooh.
mean?
Who's on?
Sports Wallet.
Wow.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
he's on
I'm
something
on a
as
strong
we speak.
Homer Simpson pack. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
on.
he got that Homer Simpson
and
pack.
you know,
pack.
it's just he's so blinded by the Giant homerism because with everything else, he's one of the best handicappers out there.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the Giants,
Yeah, week one, we picked 6 teams. The only team that lost was the bub-ass Giants. Should have do
like
better.
my team stinks, but I'm well aware.
But no,
Yeah.
his team stinks, so that's why he won't bash on
no,
mine.
I'm not delusional.
His
That's a
team-
different. I have
it's
no.
not that you're not delusional.
His
I have
team-
no
Your
delusions.
team's a lot worse than our
Yeah,
team.
a lot.
Are they?
By
Yeah.
far.
The line was off by 1 point.
By far.
Our line was 6.5. Yours was 7.5.
You have Jimmy
Yeah, a lot
Garoppolo,
worse.
my man.
You got Jimmy G.
We play
playing like a bum.
Over. Jimmy G
You
stinks,
just
my
talked
boy.
about how you lost the parlay and you,
I agree, he
you
stinks.
17 and a half points.
That's not
bro.
the focus. The
He did the
focus
same
is that
thing.
I know.
He
Yeah.
did- yeah,
He
I
had
did
probably
the same
like
thing.
6. The
Talking
Raiders
about-
was the only bad.
The only
He
one I
won
lost
10
is the
more
Raiders.
points. Like,
Yeah,
should've-
17.5.
You shouldn't have told me that information before
Shit
the
was
show.
not enough.
Bro, they scored the first touchdown. I'm like,
got smoked
I'm
by
up
the Bills.
24.5 to nothing.
Yeah,
can't
you
lose
already
this.
counting your money.
Not
You
enough.
already counting your
Shit's
money.
not enough.
Baby, we going out to dinner tonight.
The craziest thing is that touchdown drive was the only drive of the game I missed. I watched the 38 to 3
you're the
slacking
mush.
after
You're the
that.
mush. You're the
Yeah,
mush.
Jimmy
I was
G's
making
not
a sandwich.
good,
I
too.
came back. I'm like, yo, they scored already. I'm like, oh, all right.
I used to be a Jimmy G supporter. I thought Jimmy G
Oh, no.
was alright
He's
because
a
he was
bum.
with
He
the
played- he
Patriots.
played in the perfect
He was on the
system.
Niners, but he sucks, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
do you know
he's
what's
a bum.
He
happening?
fucked those teams up. The Niners
Yeah.
ain't winning championship because of him.
Devontae Adams running downfield for no reason. The defense knows that he's not going to throw it, and they're stacking the box. Josh Jacobs getting stuffed every play. He's averaging 1.8 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's sick.
He led the league in rushing last year.
That's
That's
it.
Listen, NFL's got a lot
horrible.
going on, and we're going to get back to it. But let's talk about what most people are talking about, basically the entertainment of college football, prime time. Deion Sanders in Colorado, man. That Colorado State game was like a movie.
People up at 2 a.m.
It was like a movie.
It was like 2 a.m.
My dad called me.
Yeah, look, he up at 2 a.m. What the fuck are you doing down there?
He's like, yo, son, you watching this game? Yeah.
It was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
And Sanders kid, man, the quarterback, he pretty good.
He is good.
He pretty good. It wasn't just the HBCU colleges.
That's what he was saying. I've been saying it.
Yep.
He's like,
and everybody looking at him like it's just you can only do it over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna come with these kids and win over here.
How you guys feel about Deion's coaching approach and his style, and how good of a coach do you think he actually is?
I love everything about Deion. I think he's a good coach. He's great marketing. He's great promotion for them, getting hype.
Well, they were saying his other son was the reason why they got all this attention. He kind of did like a...
They were even saying like,
he did all the social media, his other son.
They were alluding to nepotism as his son being the quarterback. And he was saying, no, my son's actually like that.
Mel Kiper ranked them top 5.
Yeah.
Now, he is. Wow. They're saying... He's better off waiting a year.
Where you was at before the season, Mel Kiper.
Mel Kiper, he hopping on the bandwagon. Mel Kiper?
They're saying if he comes back for one more year, that the year after, he'll be the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Because this year you got Caleb Williams and Drake May coming out.
But
who are like 1 and 2.
He living a dream right now.
You gotta be.
He got his 2 kids playing on the squad. His one son's a quarterback. His other son is wearing his number. Got 21. Set the game over with a pick 6. Ran into the house. Then his other son, they're down like 11 with like 3-4 minutes left. He take them back to overtime and win the game. Like, he really living the dream.
And he got another kid on there too that he recruited from like since Tyler,
5. Henry. Yeah, he was the number 1 recruit. Yeah. And there was a dirty hit in that Colorado game too.
He sees him like a son.
Yeah, because he
plays
gave
both sides of the ball.
Good thing about this kid, he gave up $1.5 million to stay with Deion.
Yeah.
People don't know that. So that show you what kind of character he got. He got pretty high character. Also, the dirty hit that he got hit this week, he ain't even bastard. He was like, yo, it's football, it's whatever. Yeah. He could have took it a different way. A lot of people were even giving the kid death threats and all type of stuff, which is not needed. Even though I do feel it's a dirty hit, you just get him on the field. We leave that other stuff alone.
I feel like too, but I think Deion's a great motivator, and in college that could really make a difference. Like they were 1-11 last year. Like they were
1-11. Yeah.
Everyone was saying, all right, you're gonna go to Colorado, wherever, and you're still gonna win 3-4 games.
I mean, that's exactly what people thought.
And if you've seen in the post game, someone I don't remember exactly what it was a negative comment, and Deion was pretty much like, you think I care about what other people's opinions are of me? He's like, I'm him. I've been successful in everything I've done in my life. I form my own more opinion, He spreads that to the locker room.
Well, that, and listen, in college football and in college sports in general, you got to be a great recruiter.
Yeah, and he has that
obviously
bravado.
He has that.
If I'm a young kid right now, I'll be wanting to go to where he at.
Absolutely.
He relates with the players. If you see him, he got a whole different style. The band is playing his theme music. You're no longer playing whatever you was playing. And he the boss. He come around, listen, you going to play this now. And this is the way we going to do things around here. And he's 3-0 right now on a 1-win team that was last year.
And not for nothing, he's not new to this coaching thing. He's been doing AAU. But he was coaching kids. He recruited that kid he was coaching him since he was 5-6 years old.
Shit is not a fluke.
The coaching that he's doing has started a long time ago. He's been doing this a long time. Now he's getting his shine. But, the roots is deep. You don't ever see the roots. His roots are deep. So people thought that all of a sudden he just hit the scene and he's great. He's been coaching
he was even
for
good
a long
before
time.
that when he was on on TV as a comment.
But but all I'm saying is he's been coaching kids a long time, and now he's getting his flowers.
On top of everything that Deion's doing to change the culture, a lot of people don't like the culture because they say, "Oh, he's doing too much. He's doing this. That's what you're gonna hear from the naysayers." The ones that like the Nick Sabans of the world and them motherfuckers that don't really want to see Deion take over the league. They play Oregon this week.
Yep.
Big game for them.
Huge.
They 21-point underdog. I don't see them winning, but I can't. I'll ride them. I'll ride with them. I'll take the 21 just because I know a Deion-led team is. I'm taking them right now. I don't think they're going to, even if Deion gets to 8 wins this year, that's a fucking phenomenal job.
Did you see too? One of the other coaches made a comment that he had like Dion always had sunglasses on, like in the interview.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
was the Colorado State coach, an asshole.
Yeah, and so he came with his own sunglasses, and they made like 1.2 million.
No, yeah, 4.5
in one day, right? Oh, 4.5.
His glasses were selling for $67. He sold 4.5 million. On top of Dion being a great coach and changing that culture and bringing winning football to Colorado, he also a great business move, man.
And the other guy doesn't realize he actually helped him by doing that.
He sold out. He already sold out every Colorado game.
Yep.
Should never happen for them.
Yeah, all types of stars.
You hear the Oregon coach?
Oregon, it looks like Staples Center, bro.
Bro, Oregon coach said, what have Colorado ever done in the Pac-12? He said, you don't know them. He said it's nothing.
Like number 20.
That's how he coming. It's nothing.
Oh, he said that for this game coming up?
It's nothing. They haven't done nothing.
Well, we'll see. Listen, let's switch the subject. Let's talk about making some money. Thursday night, we got some games. We got some picks. What are you guys thinking?
Giants, 49ers. I'm
gonna leave the floor for Homer Simpson on this one.
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna go with a pick on the game, just due to I don't want my fandom or my heart getting in the way of any picks.
Here we go.
But I will give you a player
man.
prop that I think will cash. I got Danny Jones over 212 yards. Passing. No Saquon Barkley, obviously, this week. A lot of people think the Giants are going to be playing from behind. So they're going to play from behind. Obviously, Danny has to throw the ball. He threw for over 300 this past week. I don't think he's going to do that again. But I definitely see the Giants. The only chance they have of staying in the game is to put it on his shoulders. Right now, without Saquon, you could say whatever you want about the Giants. Danny Dimes is the best offensive player on the team. So I'm going to go with the over 212 yards. On the game itself, I think that the Giants is, man, you see how we are. We jacking high. You don't know what to expect with them. They'll fucking probably show up tomorrow because they just, you don't know what to expect. They'll go 6 quarters without scoring and score 31 and a half. How many teams scored 31 and a half? I don't care. It's against the Cardinals, whoever the hell it is. They
on
have,
the road.
Yeah, 4 straight touchdowns. It would have been 5 if it wasn't a field goal to win the game.
Yep.
So if the Giants' offensive line could hold up a little bit, if they could stop Nick Bosa somehow, they have a chance. They have a puncher's chance. And Nick Bosa, on the other hand, has still 0 sacks, so I think he's salivating this week. That might be something you could look into if you think Nick Bosa will get his first sack against a weak Giant offensive line.
Yeah, I'm not really going anywhere near the game, to be honest with you. If I was going to go with the props, though, kind of in the same line that Wallet was saying, I'll probably look at Waller because it's too hard to predict any of the other receivers. They're all going to take weeks. One week is going to be, Hyatt. One week is going to be, let's say, Sterling Shepard.
A lot more weeks is going to be Hyatt.
But Hyatt's a deep threat, so you can't. It's kind of hard to predict. Yeah, I would say I would probably look at Waller's reception line. Off the top of my head, I didn't look at it, but it's probably like 6.5, I would think. So
yeah,
I would probably take that if the Giants have any chance of winning or staying in it. They're gonna have to target him a lot, I think.
Yeah, I really do like the Giants to cover that spread tomorrow. I think it's overinflated. I think people always do that with gambling, but I'm just a host. Listen, Sunday picks. There's a lot of games on Sunday, man. A lot of good games on Sunday. Atlanta and Detroit. That's a curious game. A lot of people weren't expecting Atlanta to come out 2-0. You got the Patriots and the Jets, Dolphins and Broncos. Dolphins came out looking good. Panthers and Seahawks. See what the Seahawks do this week. So what you guys like on Sunday?
So you mentioned a couple of games that are actually, very intriguing that I was looking into myself. So I think, the best games or the most interesting games that I'll be looking into and tuning into will be the Seahawks over the Panthers. So I'm actually going to give you a long shot parlay, basically a lotto play, the type of plays you put $10-$20 on, and you know, try to hit big. I like the Lions money line over the Falcons. You know, one of the teams that you said they off to a surprise 2-0 start. You know, I just don't believe they're for real. I think that 2-0 start is smoke. Like I said, the first pick would be the Seahawks money line as well. I just think with the Panthers, Bryce Young is a little nicked up. Who knows? Going into Seattle is a rough thing to do as a rookie and come out of there with a win. I also like the Eagles money line over Tampa Bay. I also think Tampa Bay's 2-0's record is a little fraud as well.
You don't like Baker Mayfield?
Don't
MVP,
like Baker.
bro?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna take him to the NFC Championship game. No, I don't think he's going that far.
Come on, Baker.
And then, the fourth game would be interesting as well. I'm going, you know, here against Triple P's team. I like the Steelers over the Raiders. You know, I really think the Raiders stink. You know, Jimmy G, I don't like. Their defense is terrible. They're one of their best players, Chandler Jones. What is he on? He's smoking crack. Again, who fucking know? He on that John Jones shit when John Jones don't fight.
AB tweeted
what the fuck he's on.
CTE, catch the energy on Sundays. Get like me.
Yeah, no, don't catch that. Don't catch that.
You don't want that.
So I think the Steelers defense is really good. You know, against a weak Raiders offensive team, I think they'll be able to pull it off. And then I have the Jet game that everybody's interested about. I do like the Jets at home money line over the Patriots. I think the defense is too good. I think we'll get a lot of stops on Mac Jones and the Patriots. I think that the Zach Wilson won't make any mistakes. He'll play like Trent Dilfer is all we need him to do, and they'll get the victory at home. They beat the Bills. Remember that in week 1. I think the Bills are a better team than the Patriots. I'm on that Jet bandwagon for game 3. And the last pick would be a pick that you'd probably be surprised that I'll be making, but it's a pick that I'm definitely targeting, and it would be the Dallas Cowboys. While it hurts my heart to pick Dallas Cowboys, I like them. Line, right? No, I would bring it down to 9.5. The spread right now is 12. You know, obviously getting it under 10 just for betting tips for you guys. 2.5s, 6.5s. Yeah. You know, those things are big. That Rams game, you buy it down to 6.5. You're not sweating anything. You're not mad about anything. Those 7.5s, you know that hook is always going to burn you or kill you. So don't even chance it. Just buy the point. So I like to round it off. It'll be Cowboys minus 9.5, Steelers money line, Eagles money line, Jets money line, Lions money line, and the Seattle Seahawks money line. That's a 6-teamer there. That's probably 100 to get you, let's say, over 2,500 or something like that. That'll be my lotto play of the week.
All right, so that 6-teamer seems strong. Little money make you big money with something like that. Before we get to your bag pick, Sports Wallet, let's talk to Triple P. What you thinking?
I'm gonna do the lightning round. Quick rundown. Just touch on my boys real quick. Confirm we do stink. Our defense is terrible. But if there's any game that we might have a chance getting, it's the home opener Sunday night.
He's on his home
opener Sunday night. We're favorite. We're not gonna be favorite in many games
this episode.
Year. No, I'm not taking it. I'm just saying I could see them winning the game.
You could see them winning the game. I would hope so as a fan.
They're home opener on Sunday Night Football against an old rival. Anyway, Dolphins minus 6.5, a home against the Broncos. I think the Broncos have just shown for over a year that, I don't know if Russell Wilson's washed or they just stink. They're not good.
Who else you got?
Shit Sean Payton was talking.
They're not good. They're not good.
Damn.
I like the Ravens at home against the Colts. Richardson might be out.
They got Gardner Minshew.
Minshew's not bad, but I just think that's a game Ravens will need to get. I wouldn't necessarily take the points in that one. I just like the Ravens to win.
All right, money line.
I agree with you as far as the Lions. I think the Falcons are fugazi.
Money line.
I agree with I like the Cowboys at first half pick that you said. And then probably my favorite pick of the week is Eagles are giving 4.5 to the Buccaneers. The same, like you said, with the Falcons. The Buccaneers, I don't really believe it. And I feel like if they weren't 2-0, that line would be a lot higher than 4.5.
What you got the Cowboys? You picking Cowboys?
My main picks out of all that would be Eagles -4.5 and the Dolphins -6.5.
Okay. Let's go right to Sports Wallet, all right? Because I know everybody wants, with football, you usually make big bets. And if you make a big bet, you throw it on one bet.
It's a way to make money, you know. So, obviously, the single bets is what build your bankroll. You know, the long shot bets is, you know, we're just going to enhance that. But you want to build your bankroll with these big bets, with these solo bets. This week, we dropping a bag as I wear a Giant jersey. I don't like saying this team, but I'm rocking with the Cowboys -7.5 first half against the Arizona Cardinals. You know, Cowboys defense is one of the top in the league right now. I'm rocking with y'all this week. I hate picking them because I'm a Giant fan, but I don't see a way the Cardinals stay in this game for too long.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So, listen, I hope you got a lot of these picks, but I'll do a quick rundown. You got Lions, you got Seahawks, you got Eagles, you got Steelers, you got Jets money line, and then you got Cowboys -9.5, buying down the points for the game.
The Lotto play of the week.
That's the Lotto play of the week. A little bit make you a lot. And then you got Triple P. You got the Dolphins -6.5, Ravens money line, Lions money line, Cowboys, and then with the spread, which is 12.5, and then you got the Eagles. So those are the two Lotto picks. You got the bag pick. Make sure you pick the Cowboys first half over the Cardinals -7.5. And like I always tell you, if you like it, throw the goddamn bag on it. All right. See you next week.